Stop scrolling and watch this video. Add some balance to your life. The Balanced Hustler. So check this out. Everybody that I talk to about my Balanced Hustler brand or just my day-to-day routine thinks balance is like this vibe or this attitude, and it's not at all. It's just managing everything. So I'll walk you through my morning. When I get up first thing in the morning, glass of water with a half a tablespoon of sea salt. I slam that down. I take a shower. I start planning my day from what I left off yesterday. I go to my notes, go to my phone, and I start planning it. I basically get me a good roadmap, and it always has some challenges in there because things will bring in more time and constraints. I help get my kids ready. We go off to school. Then I come back home, get started. I like to have protein before I work out. I'll drink a shake. Then I get down to business. I get in the gym. I start hitting the weights. I get to my desk. I like to start off with a task list and prioritize it. And I want everybody to know that this is huge for your day, right? Like you can't just spitball this stuff and expect to be super efficient. Everybody thinks you got to split everything up, like family time, work, workout, and all this stuff. And it's not splitting anything, just managing it all and getting it all done and making it productive for yourself. I use a paper planner. You guys would like to see it again, I can show you. It maps out the week. I started on Monday, go all the way to Sunday, and then I write in my action items in there. It's a really cool one. I got it off Amazon, a couple bucks. Highly recommend if you're not writing down and planning your day, have something, tangible that you could sit there, touch, because I'm a kinetic person. I have to be touching it, but writing on it, etc. I do better there. A lot of people, hey, smartphone, I get it. Use your phone then, get whatever maximizes you. Honestly, probably most people that watch this are not doing that now. They say they're busy, but a lot of times, and I explained to some of my partners that I work with, is dead time or dead work and non-productive time, right? Like allowing a phone call that should be a 30-minute phone call to go for 2 hours because it's more of a ramble and you have to be controlling the call. Unless you're an employee, of course, and your boss is talking, that's different, but still try to manage your time as efficient as you can. That is huge to have in balance, right? So every day I put out a time, and I set a time for this because this is like one of my new things that I love to have in my daily routine is recording Balanced Hustler content and talking about my day. The next few videos, I'm gonna be showing more of it, like getting up, hitting the kitchen, showing everything, kind of the meals that I prep out, things to stay on a good diet and all that stuff too. Hopefully you guys capture something you like in here. So with all that said, let's talk about things I'm dealing with this week. One of the properties that I have listed for sale, fully renovated, keeps getting broken into, and this is one of the downsides of it, especially in the down market right now, is these houses are sitting on the market longer. Unfortunately, people break into them and vandalize them. So I have to go down there, it's about an hour from where I live, and look at the furnace unit because a realtor was showing the house this weekend and said it was extremely cold in there. Part of the game, you got to get in there and go do it. So I'm gonna map out some time to go there. I usually like to eat because of course it's an hour there, an hour back. I'm meeting with an electrician, or HVAC guy or whatever. So that has been a lot of phone calls and troubleshooting without me being able to be there. Even if you look at the camera, you can't tell if a thermostat's broken, if the furnace was damaged or taken. These people are crazy out there. One thing about the house flipping that I've learned is you can't control the market, right? So if the market is in a bad point, it's gonna sit. So you have to clean it more frequently, more time on your books, things like that. This whole thing of house flipping that these people get on these TV shows or even, realtors and stuff online, that's so easy. It's not easy, depending on your market too, I guess, and where you're selling them, right? So I wanna say that with the ones I've chosen in Pueblo, Colorado, was not the best choice, right? And I got kind of pulled into this by an acquaintance realtor, and now I learned so much about it. I would not buy in Pueblo again. I'd actually do it in my town in Colorado Springs. One, it's closer, the market's better, and I would be able to, probably get rid of them a lot faster. We look at the house, we get the scope of work. Like I've told everybody here, when I went into this, I had no idea. I was told it was a cookie cutter system, and it was not. It brought a lot of unbalance into my life. Now I'm balancing it out by having a checklist, going through it, staying on top. So every single person that watches this, I want you to maximize your day, and these are the things that I do for it, right? So I write it down, I track it, and I stay consistent. I'm a very repetitive person. It works for me, so hopefully that kind of system works for you. It'll be a win. If not, and you might need some more attention to it, just hold yourself accountable. It's a good time of the year, right? Because everyone's like about to be New Year's, right? So the new year, new you, whole thing. Don't talk about it, be about it, right? So put that into your routine. Get you a hobby if you don't have one. Get you a good hobby, something you love to do, something that if you had enough money to retire that you would do this hobby, right? You gotta have that balance. I love spending time with my family. Tonight we have a banquet for our football team, our Colorado Springs Elite team, and we're going to give out some awards and celebrate and have a good time. And this is where we get to enjoy the fruits of our labor as coaches, and our little young athletes get to jump around and do some cool stuff, right? And spend some time together. I look forward to doing these things. My wife's an amazing party planner. She has it all planned out, and she helps bring a lot of balance to me, right? So having a significant other that could bring good balance to you, it's perfect, you know? Like some people with bills and all the things of how to pay, when to pay, and having that, being organized makes all that easy. You know, it's just a flow. I want to make myself a little more accountable on my diet this year. I do track my macros and all that stuff. I would like to be 180 pounds and about 15% body fat, walk around comfortably, still eat good, you know, and have all the fun. I am going to do that for all my Balance Hustler followers. So back to being balanced, right? I want my people to gain some stuff from me. Let's talk about some travel stuff. I'm gonna take some trips. New lounges are always opening, very cool, especially my business partner was just stuck in an airport and had like a 20-hour delay, but was able to stay in a lounge. It makes it a lot more comfortable than sitting in a little chair, you know, in the gate, and there's food, refreshments, all that good stuff. So it's a cool thing to do. So if you are able to do it and you like to travel, get you a card that has a priority pass even, so you get some of those lounges, or an American Express or a Chase Sapphire Reserve card that has the Chase lounges. There's not as many of them. They are nice. A lot of them are on the East Coast, New York, Philly and stuff. So I do go to New York. It's one of our destinations for one of our events. Anyways, I want everyone to get ready to have an amazing holiday month. Let's talk about that. I did some Black Friday shopping, which is always cool because you get some good deals, and I'll put some of that stuff on there. I didn't get a lot of good tech stuff this year though, surprisingly. Basically, I just got a battery for my drone, and that was really it. Other than that, you know, I want to push out some cool content this year. That's my big focus, is hopefully people are seeing this, liking this, and saying that they are getting more balanced, you know, doing it together, man. So with that said, I am gonna take off for the day. I'll get some good footage of the party, and hopefully, you know, get some edits in there of some of the cool little guys that I have the privilege of being their coach and all that good jazz. So some days my business needs 90% of my time, and I have to shift and adjust to that, because, you know, it's a heavy thing, like around taxes, or, you know, you're dealing with something where it's just, you have to be there inundating, but it is a must. Some days it's travel, you know, or some days it's you know, a hobby. You know, I love to go watch professional football games or any professional sport, and, you know, traveling, getting there, all that good stuff could take out things, or a good portion of your day. So having all that balance isn't all symmetrical stuff, right? Isn't like 10% here, 10% there. It's being able to get all of that done still at the same time. So even when I'm traveling, I'll have to work from my phone or my laptop, or whatever, an event, anything else. Like even tonight when I'm out there, still gonna be answering messages, emails. It's just being a multitasker. I think that's a big thing people sleep on, is being good at multitasking and doing things simultaneously, right? So you can write an email, and especially with AI, man, it is a beautiful tool to use for responding quickly to things, etc. I still respond to my messages and workflow while I'm out and about, but today, you know, I'm gonna relax, enjoy coaching, and, you know, off to another good season. That said, I am looking forward to hearing back from you guys. I'm not hearing back from you enough. Show the love. One thing, as always, if you like this video, thumbs it up so I know, all right? And if you don't, like it anyways. But appreciate y'all, man, and until next time, I'm out.